Hey guys, what's up? This is XCaliber, and I am here in a new creative. Had to get rid of all the floating stuff, so instead of going to every individual build that was flying in the air, I just made a new one. Screw it. Um, so let's put down a new platform here so we could build on. Grab the old Foundation XL from J. Randall. It's a little beachside building here. That'll work. Alright. So, as of current, I'm just gonna add a couple of these things. Hey, DJ, what's up? Hey, Humble of Mortals. Humbler of Mortals. How's it going? Awesome. Does that make you like a demigod or like a full-on god? Either way, it's good to have you. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and spawn what we've been working on and which isn't currently on the workshop because it's currently being tested. Um, let's see here. Alright, sorry. So, let's see here. We have, I gotta remember what I called all these things. Alright, so the cargo blade. Now, this is for the, designer's, challenge. So, that's currently being tested in-game, so. Still got a little bit of stuff, too. A little bit of texturing and stuff, too, but nothing I'm gonna really worry about on the stream here. And then what we worked on last night and is about to be done here is Cargo Tether CV that we've been working on. So go ahead and plant that right here. Hey Jaguar, how you doing? Hey Dragon, welcome. I'm actually, honestly, I'm not sure what I'm working on tonight, to be honest. I could either be texturing this, or let's see what else. Cause I just honestly I kind of want to put all my pending stuff out, so I'm not forgetting stuff. Cause I'm noticing that when I'm reaching the end of some of these streams, I'm just kind of going through my blueprint stuff here, and I'm finding all kinds of crap that I never finished, and I'm going like, um, you know, what am I gonna do with this thing? So let's see if there's anything else that is pending. Nothing else for CVs, not surprising here. So SVs, SV I don't really have anything else that was in the middle of production, to be honest. I mean, there's concepts that still need to be done, but nothing that's yeah, I don't think there's anything else here. Maybe my VW bus gets an upgrade to Alpha 9. No, I don't think so. No, that one's lost in history. No. So I definitely know that I have a couple HVs that I'm still kind of looking at as a concept. That is an extra large version of the rotary that I was working on. Yeah, welcome, Jack. Appreciate you being there. What was the other one called? Was it this? Heavy. Yeah. So I got a comment about this yesterday. Somebody looking. So I don't know. I might convert because I spent a lot of time on this, to be honest. Um, I mean, obviously this is for Shattered Realm, so this is a premium vehicle that um, we were offering in Alpha 8. So I might convert this into something. Obviously, this can't retain the artillery turrets and all these turrets, right? So a lot of this would have to get adjusted. But this could make a cool cargo HV transport kind of deal or something. So I don't know. We could look at that. So that's kind of pending. What is this? Okay, so this is the Falcon F1, but it's actually modified to be a premium vehicle in Shattered Realm as well. So it's got some additional firepower to it. Not gonna mess with that. Super K bar. Oh, okay. I never actually did anything with this. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So here's the other one I was thinking about was the turret placement. So this was actually originally being built for Spicy's last Creators Challenge. He wanted a turret placement build, so I was making a portable turret placement from an HV block, and I never really finished it, but I kind of like it. I like the idea of it still. I think this is definitely something that could totally be used in the game. Let's say you got a big CV and you're on a weird planet. What's up, Doom? You guys are these weird names, man. You and Jet. Jet's got Stormbringer and, just, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, what's up, Doom? So yeah, I'm looking at okay, so like I was saying, let's say you have like a decent sized CV and you're going to your new world and it's not your starter planet, it's a real planet. So, you're gonna go get your Sathium, your Neodymium, maybe your Zircosium Estrum, and you're gonna be by a deposit and you're gonna have your CV there. Your CV's not gonna be that protected on planet, right? Like you'll have some guns and stuff, but it's still susceptible to some damage. So that's where this guy comes in. You could just pull this little guy out, and he can kind of either protect the CV, or he could protect you while you're mining by the deposit, or both. You just have him in between. So I was looking at really just gearing this thing up with some ammo boxes, not worrying about regular cargo too much. I'll have a little bit of cargo in it, but just make this like a dummy turret placement, like it was supposed to be. And you could maybe have 2 or 3 of these, and you could just be placing these around the perimeter so you could work. Yes. So weights and mass will be active in Shattered Realm, so that's a thing, definitely. So yeah, be prepared for that one. Subject to change, all rights reserved. That's just what I know. I don't know. I don't know. It could change. I have no idea. But as of last I heard, yes, it's gonna be implemented in Shattered Realm. So yep. So yeah, this is something I really do want to kind of play around with. I like the shaping of it. I like the it can add some stuff to make it look a little cooler, but as of now, I'm enjoying that enough to where I want to probably finish that. Um, yeah, definitely. So this is so if you're familiar with the rotary, which is my combat steel kind of heavy miner, the heavy version of the auger. This is kind of the XL version of it per se, right? So at one point, Jay Randall messages me and he's like, "Dude, is it true that like I could put all these rockets on this SV? Because like I didn't think you could do that, and it's like I'm able to put all these rockets, and it's not saying it's red, and I'm like, like what's he talking about? So I go and I check it out, and it's true. It's like you were able to just put way beyond the max limit. I thought it was something they did. I thought they implemented this in Alpha 9. I'm an idiot because I don't obviously play enough single player to know that that's a setting that's been there for a little while, that you could remove max amount of blocks or whatever. So that's what spawned him making uh, the Merc Mav. So if you'll notice, the Merc Mav has 12 rockets. This is beyond vanilla, right? So he didn't realize that. He thought it was some new thing, right? So when he did that, I'm like, oh well, you're gonna make that. Oh, I'm making a freaking miner. So I decided to put 10 tier 2 drills on the new rotary, and make this thing a bit bigger so that it can actually have some decent sized cargo. Um, it's got about 7,000 cargo capacity there, and I was feeling really good about myself. And then yeah, it's not a thing. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same as Rodeo. It's just a bit bigger, has some more cargo. So yeah, I never finished it. Like, I got frustrated once I figured out that it wasn't a vanilla thing. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's cool. I'll probably, this can probably end up being a premium vehicle in Shattered Realm, definitely. So look out for that, because it is combat steel. Um, it's got some features to it, and I can obviously add some more stuff to this to make it even cooler. But this isn't something I would release to the workshop, just because I don't like people grabbing my stuff and getting frustrated because like they can't use it in their game. And I know a really good percentage of people play the game in vanilla, so I don't want to piss people off. So I just leave that alone. But yeah, so pretty much this, and this we're looking at here. So this thing's more or less done shaping wise. Pretty happy with it. I think now let's grab a texture gun. Let's go to town. See what we can do here. See how long I can texture without getting frustrated. So it's always the fun part about starting a new. Oh, I don't need 999 of you. Oh, I guess I don't have a choice. That's annoying. Alright. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I could have kept it, but whatever. It's just my OCD, right? Like yeah. I'm not gonna sit there and look at that. Alright, multi-tool tier 2, where did you go? There you are. Which one will be the first? My vote is for the CV. Yep. Yeah, I think the CV is gonna be it. No, something that motivates you to build it. Oh yeah, no, definitely. What is the Shattered Realm thing I keep hearing about? So Shattered Realm is the official multiplayer server that Spange hosts with a group of his friends and whatnot, all adminning and being awesome, and I'm a small part of that. I help with the premium vehicles and the Discord, so. But they're the ones doing all the heavy lifting, the admin, the YAML file stuff. They've made a really amazing server, amazing community, good group of admins that work really, really hard. So it's fun. There's a lot of lore in it. There's a lot of it's cool. It's got a cool storyline, and they're forever growing it. So I think it's gonna be really great once they release it for Alpha 9 coming up soon here. So it's pretty badass. Okay, so let's get oxygen, and we're gonna get some multi-charges, and yeah, that's it. Oh, I need probably power would be cool, right? Let's grab some power. Let's grab some fusion cells. Alright, so I usually work outside. I'm gonna go internal and go out from there. It's such a small space, right? Like, let's now the one thing I didn't really pay too much attention on this is the fuel, yeah, kind of the fuel time and stuff. So we will have to look at that as well. Okay, so this does do this. Oh, I guess because I turned signals off? Weird. Okay. Alright, let's get the deck first. So it's a CV. So we're not gonna do cement. I think we'll focus on. So the other thing that I kind of learned with these tighter builds that I do, like the what's that thing called? The rebar. Oh, that was neat. Oh, this is a turret. Oh, I forgot that whole thing's a turret. Good stuff. All right. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to kind of go with what I can here. All right. Kind of limits us a bit, but it's okay. Yeah, so with the rebar, even with the forge, and with this, oh, the forge. I forgot about the forge. Yeah, we're working on the forge as well. Forge is something that I want to update, but as I was talking about in the last stream, I'm not sure if I'm gonna maintain this or if I'm going to make something different, which has a nod to this, but isn't necessarily this. And I'm kind of leaning towards that. You see, I've shaven off the bridge because when I use this in gameplay, it wasn't very helpful. I tended to just use this bridge exclusively, and I wanted this for my SV, like enough space to hold a decent size SV or two. So I don't know. I don't know about that. The legs are kind of like I'm not enjoying these the feet I put on this thing too much anymore. I want to do something a little more futuristic looking. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about that one. So that's on the slate as well. Yeah, yeah, I'm aware. Thanks, Doom. God, just change your name, man. I'm pretty sure you could change your name. It's gonna drive me nuts. I gotta remember this other name. Humbler of Mortals. Humbler. At least I don't have to say humbler every time. That'd drive me nuts. Mess up and say hamburglar or something. Humbler. Alright. I'm just kind of messing with stuff here. Let's the Falkneven. It is not. It is a Hey, what's up, Looking Windows? It's not the Falkneven. Well, sorry, it is the Falkneven, but this is the Falkneven A1. So I built this to be basically my replacement to not replacement, but I guess just my different to the K-bar kind of heavy assault. So it's a lot bigger than the actual Falkneven. Where are you? Where are you? This is the official one that's on the workshop. So you can see it's a whole lot bigger. That's a level 10. This is a level 20. You do have to sign up. So you can hit me on the side after. I'll send you a link to the Discord, and then you just sign up and go through the little easy process. I could actually recruit you in too. So it just basically gets you on the Discord so that you can wait for it and everything. So yeah, this is kind of the heavier version. Um, oh wait, which is this one? This isn't the finished one. Is this the finished one? Yeah. Alright, this is the finished one. So this is the premium vehicle you can get on Shattered Realm. Well, you could. This will have to be updated to work in the new server, but yeah. But it's past vanilla, so this isn't something you'd use in your game. Oh, sorry, Jack. No, you're good. Just look in the Discord for them to give you information and everything. Yes, you are, but they have to be vanilla. So they can't be illegal BPs, basically. Only the admins can spawn red or orange. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's good to hear. Yeah, I mean that's honestly my main interest in kind of sharing my builds and even doing the streaming and stuff. Is I know when I first started playing the game again, because I've had this game for a while. I've had it since it first came out, but I was heavy in Space Engineers, so I wasn't really I didn't really like this game when it first came out. Um, but but from there, now see that texture sucks in this color. Um, from there, I mean, when I first came back to see what was going on, I saw builds like J Randall's and Super Killins and stuff like that. Hey, Jet Set, what's up, man? Um, yeah, no worries. Um, yeah, it's like it really motivated me to want to build stuff and look at stuff. So, I tore a lot of their stuff up and learned what they did and then I started watching people. So I started watching Spange, I started watching, other people and it just really motivated me to want to try my own stuff. So, I did some stuff and of course the first stuff I did sucked and that's usually how it goes, but you just progress from there and get better and better and yeah. It's just fun. I mean, it's fun problem solving. That's mainly why I build. I mean, if there was no problems to solve, if it was just make cool looking stuff, I'd have gotten bored. Cause I mean, I think some of my stuff's cool looking. I don't think it's all cool looking, but a lot of stuff. Like I wouldn't say like I guess I think this is cool looking, but I don't think everybody looks at this and goes, ooh, damn. Like it's interesting looking, I guess, but it's functional. That's the whole thing, and it's unique. The reason I made something like this is I didn't, everybody has these long CVs that are hard to land on a surface planet. I wanted something small footprint that you could land a lot more places and still be functional. Oh, right on, Jack. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's my, Super Killin's another one. I looked at a lot of his stuff and I was blown away by his stuff. And then, Trig, a lot of his functional stuff. Rainy Day, Siege, um, Piston's old stuff. A lot of that stuff was, I mean, just looking at all those different builds were pretty amazing. And, it really showed me that, because coming from Space Engineers, um, you could make decent looking stuff in Space Engineers, don't get me wrong, but it's all about function. It's all about Yeah, it's literally about internal function and systems and scripting and automation, and there's just some really in-depth stuff you could do in Space Engineers. So it wasn't so much the look. I mean, it was, but it wasn't like priority. So when I came over here, it's like, wow, you could actually make stuff look cool in this. Too. Yeah, I mean, function's the first thing, right? Once you get past function, design is just working on it. That's all. I think I need to go dark with this. I don't know. Yeah, it might be better that way. I don't know. I don't know. That turret kind of messed me up. Like I wasn't expecting I'd have to do all that the same because I usually do a nice middle through. Oh, I could do this here. I am living in the Caribbean. I'm on a very very small little island in the Caribbean, but I'm originally well, I'm American and I'm originally from California, but I haven't been there in a long time. Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, a lot of, there's so many different ways to play this game. There's so many different motivations to this game. I mean, and I kind of enjoy all of them a bit equally. When I play, well, well, let's ignore this last Let's Play. But when I would play this game in a single player, I really get into roleplay. I mean, not insanely, but enough to where, I don't want to just be driving a flying box. I want to feel like I'm in something that's lived in. I want to feel like I'm really into something. And so I was looking for builds that really gave me that feeling. So and that's why I got into J Randall stuff, because I'm ex-military, ex-Navy, so the whole militarized kind of gray shading stuff is kind of what I'm used to anyway. So I really got into his stuff, the MX8, the and I started looking at his CVs, and this was back in the day. So I think he had just put out the Cerberus, and the Cerberus was cool. It was huge though. I didn't need something that big. I'm also pretty minimalist. So yeah, I mean, I didn't need something that big. It was a bit much. So no, I can't do that. So the Carpris was the one that I really got into, and man, that thing was awesome. I love that build. It was small enough for me to just solo, and I just walked from one end to the other really quickly and got into the cockpit to the slope one, so it transitions well into the half wall in front of your armor locker. Oh, you're talking about this right here? The walls above the cargo boxes to those slope ones. Yeah, we could try that. Let's see. Doing steel, right? Yeah. Well, what do you mean, to hide that? Because that's weird. Oh, well, I guess a thin one. Why am I using this really big one? You mean like this one? Oh, I see. Well, I don't get how it transitions though, because now this is gonna be, it's gonna be like that. I guess I don't know what you're talking about here. Hold on. Oh, up here. This is a solid block, and then this is a thin block. So I'd actually have to like remove that whole block and make it a regular block or something in order to have a block to go to this. So yeah, there's kind of no way to really do that. Which is weird, because why is that like that? Oh, I guess I understand what's going on here. So yeah, I didn't realize there was this here. Imagine the ramp top block on the second row. Ramp top block. No, but see what I'm saying is this right here is a whole block. So it goes. See, I can't place anything higher than this because this is a flat block, right? So there's no way I could put anything right there because the block is being taken up by that. Yeah, so I mean, there's nothing I could do with that. I mean, I guess I could do, I don't know, maybe you're talking about this. Let's try this. Talking about that? That's not what you were talking about? What I just did? I don't know how bad the delay is with Twitch. Alright, cool, Jay. Catch you later, man. Alright, thanks, Jay. Yeah, I mean, this kind of solves it, though. I don't know what you were talking about, but yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, if you didn't say anything, I wouldn't have seen this. But yeah, I mean, I'm using all flat blocks, so I can't really... I need to do that in order to be able to give enough clearance for the bigger miners to get in, so... And, you know, we're still at, oh, steel blocks only 250 hit points. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we might upgrade the top here. Let's grab some steel plates here and do a little upgrading. All right. We'll do an internal so we know what we're doing here. Oh shit! You know what? I don't want to I don't want it to be combat. Will it let me do combat? Yeah, it's gonna. Shit. Yeah, it's gonna make me do combat. I don't think we want combat, do we? Combat will just add. Well, I think it still just adds safety, right? So yeah, we're fine with that, I guess. Yeah, screw it. Let's go hard. I mean, is that overkill? I don't know. It's just this one part, right? But now we're at 1,000 right here, so. And I feel like this is the most susceptible part, right? Like this is the part that you'll get to everything, right? So I mean, it should kind of be protected. I don't feel bad about that. I think I'll be fine. And then what did that take our Sathium up to? Just 1,000. It was at 900 and something, so that's not bad. People can deal with that, I think. Yeah, I think we're good. So we'll leave it there. Those walls with the fuel tanks behind above the cargo boxes in the middle, you can change those with the ones on the right, fourth row from below the block menu. Fourth row below the block menu. I don't understand, dude. Fourth row. You can change those with the ones on the right, fourth row from below the block menu. I don't know, man. I don't know what you mean, man. You mean like, okay, I'm sorry. You mean like an angled thing, like you want me to I think I know what you're talking about. You want me to use like these to transition from there to there like that. That's what you're talking about? Like that? Well, you managed to solve another problem for me with all that, so that's not bad. That works. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Let's just turn that off. No, it's fine, man. It's trust me, I've had just as hard a time trying to explain stuff to Spange on his chilling and building. Be like, what? You want to do what now with what? And it's like, oh, yeah, boy. When you use these weird shapes, you really get limited on what you can do here. No, that works, man. That's cool. And that, and that's really the second phase of once you get past the shape texturing, you go into this phase, and this phase is kind of the, you texture, but then when you're texturing, you're really finding other stuff you could manipulate, and you're kind of editing as you go. So, it's definitely the second kind of phase of shape texturing. Let's see how fancy we can get here. Why is there? Let's go to see. There we go. Yeah, I'll leave that. Did that add anything weird? No, not really. Good there. Kind of good there. Yeah, no, it's wrong, dude. There's so many wrong things with the texturing that need to be really fixed. It's frustrating. I get really frustrated with a lot of the texturing, to be honest. But you just gotta work with what you got. All right, so let's see what we have to work with on these. What we really want to do here. Could just kind of do a. So they did fix that. I noticed they fixed that. So it used to be when you did these weird ones, it would bloom it up and make the texture like magnified to where it looked horrible. So they did kind of fix that. That's cool. Yeah, see if I do that, it's gonna make me do that, and there's nowhere to, I don't want that to be that. So we're gonna have to, we'll have to stick with this like that. Yeah, for sure. That one's like, there's no way you can do anything with that. So because of that, I mean, all I can really do is colors, right? So, um, yeah, but even with that, we're stuck doing the color, so we'll just have to stick with the kind of a solid deal there. It's not too bad. And then we'll go extra dark. Let's go. actually looks okay. All right, so that painted the top. So let's yeah, but we honestly might just leave that. Yeah, it doesn't look bad on the top either. Yeah, cool. All right, that's fine like that. So yeah, so I mean, there's certain textures that work good with light blocks. Like you can see how clean this looks, right? But the second I paint this thing, now you see all the weird little like cracking and imperfection, and it just looks really dirty at a distance. I just hate the way that looks, especially with the lighting. Um, the polar opposite of that would be this texture here. So this looks really dirty and light, but when you paint this one black, or almost black, it looks really clean. It looks nice. So yeah, you gotta memorize what's what and what textures you can do with light. So that's why you'll notice that, I usually use just about the same textures. I don't deviate too much because honestly, there's not a whole lot of textures that are worth anything. I mean, it's kind of style preference too, but for the most part, the textures I use are the ones that work with stuff. There's textures that I wish were cool, like this one. This one looks like it's cool, but it just really doesn't go with anything. It's frustrating. I used to use that a long time ago, but I just don't like the way it looks anymore. So, all right, so we're kind of good in here. I mean, you still got some detail work and stuff, but well, so like stuff like this. Yeah, let's oh, that's kind of cool. Do that. That's kind of the only one that's that way, and it's just because this is actually half. I wanted to kind of break this up. There's not really a good way to transition without. Well, yeah, no, it looks fine like that. So, yeah. Those are all one block, right? I think. Let's see here. Can I manipulate these on the side? No, yeah, see, same thing. I don't know. We'll play with that. So let's get out here and do some of this stuff. No. What? Oh, turret. Yeah. Ew. Yeah, not a whole lot of not a whole lot of leeway here. Okay, so I can't use that block. Let's that's weird. That's weird. Haha, thanks, man. Dang. Yeah, no, there's. Well, do I like that? No, I don't. I don't love that. No, no, I do have to put lights in. Might do that. Yeah, let's do the lights now. Lighting. Okay. Then we're gonna grab that one time. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. I gotta find a place where I could put a freaking light. Yeah, we might just have to do these guys. I might change them here. Oh, it didn't save it for some reason. Oh, I didn't apply it to group. That would help, right? Oh, that's a bit much. Just take it down. Oh, I didn't save it, right? Hmm. Let's set these to invert. Let's turn signals on. Cool. Okay, so whenever you're in the vessel, the lights will automatically turn on, and then when you leave, by opening these, it'll automatically turn off. So that works. All right, cool, Doom. Catch you later, man. It's almost 3 a.m. Oh wow. You got an ETA. Hopefully it's in the workshop by the time I. This will not be on the workshop when you wake up, bro. If most likely, if yeah, maybe Sunday night, tomorrow night probably. But yeah, no, we're not gonna get done with this. I like to give it a little time to iron out any extra issues I got. So, but yeah, man, thanks for staying up so late. Appreciate it. It does kind of, right? It looks, yeah, I don't know. The other one I could do that works okay with these different angles is this, and then paint it a darker color. Well, let's just do full. Why am I? Problem with that is I just can't unsee that needs to be like non-skid. Like it's not, I don't know. It's one of the few textures that it's hard for me to see it anywhere but on the ground, on the deck, like. Yeah, no, but it definitely had a stronger, it had a harsher tone like on the curved one than the flat one. It's kind of weird. Just do this one. Let's try this one with a darker color here. Yeah, see all those rivets are weird to me. Let's go darker here. Darker might work. Yeah, it might look a little better. Might do it. Do these black. Yeah, it might be the ticket. I don't know. We'll leave it for a little bit and look at it. Whoop. Yeah, there's really not too many angles here to mess with. I mean, this isn't gonna take terribly long to texture. Let's see. Let's do. Wow, you really want me to get right up on that thing? Yeah, Red Dragon, definitely. All right, let's. Oh, 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 right. Yeah, remember when I did that to that? Yeah, that's not gonna work. All right, let's fix that. So you're gonna go late again. And then what are you doing over here, being all? I guess. Oh, that was. I don't know. I don't know what that was. We're not worried about it. All right, so let's. Oh, how are we gonna tone this? We need to break this up. Let's I'm gonna make the outer one. And do it like that. Keep you like that. Now you look weird like that, so let's give you that. Go out like that. Thrust much? Wow. I am looking forward to all the freaking guys who, oh, this thing's so overpowered. I took off like every thruster and now it flies great. This thing sucks fuel like it. Da da da. It'll happen. Let's keep it. God, I'd almost rather have that in the black. It's kind of a bit much, right? Lime, green, yellow. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Appreciate it. What one? Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm definitely not the bar to be looking at colors on, dude. Like, I've only grown comfortable with the one orange I use. Like, I'm not, yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time with the colors. Oh, the line, yeah, okay, I got you. Love those commercials. Gotta love them. Yeah, I mainly stay away from light emitting blocks for the most part. I used to be into it, but it's just a bit loud now. So I only do like real selective ones. Yeah, so with these, you can only do one. If you do that one, it goes. But when you do slopes, it's cool because only one of them is exposed. But when you get to something like this where both is exposed, that's where you gotta kind of decide. So I just decided to kind of leave them all not textured. Still looks good, but yeah, actually might just untexture that as well. Just keep it like that. Yeah, when was that? Because before alpha games, like, there was still lots of problems with games, man. Like, Ubisoft would release stuff and then just patch it once. And that was it. You had to depend on the mod community to make any more changes to games. And, that's when I got heavily, heavily into full conversion mods and stuff. I mean, back in the day, if you owned Half-Life 2, man, you owned 1,000 games. I remember Project Reality for Battlefield 2 was groundbreaking, just as well as the original Insurgency for Half-Life 2. Oh my god, those two mods were insane, man. It just changed everything. I feel like that was probably the birth of the alpha, were those two mods, because those mods were groundbreaking. Nobody had done anything on that level, really. At least that I had seen. I was heavy into ModDB and stuff, and that's really where I got into. What I did was I got into a tournament called International Conflict, where it was a mod for Joint Operations Typhoon Rising and Escalation. There's about it's a big community, but imagine like 250 people on a Sunday getting in a server and just having all-out war for about 8 hours. It was insane, but it was so organized. We had armies, we had divisions of armies, we had an air corps, we had tank crew, we had spec ops, we had everything, and you would just infiltrate the enemy, and you had strategies, you had generals, you had all these things. It was so organized. Those days are long gone. Oh, yeah, see, that's why I hate you. That right there really just kills it. Ah. Hey, you just can't mess with any of it. Yeah, I know, they're kind of rough, right? Let's do... Those round... no flare on the bill. What's flare, man? You want to see some light? Yeah, I don't know. He wants to see the light. I don't know. I'm not into the lighting textures anymore. Why did that do that? What if I don't want that? Bastard. No, I hate you. Oh, it's so annoying. Oh. The big round one should be orange, two blue. Yeah, I don't know. I know what you mean. I was thinking about orange. I was thinking about doing my orange on this, but I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to change the texture. Let's see. No. No. Oh, it would be a good one for that. This? Oh god, I hate that. Nah, I hate this texture. You talking about this? Oh hell no. That looks horrible, man. I hate that texture. Nah, I can't live with that texture, man. That'll drive me fucking nuts. That's not even. See, I hate all these because they don't level straight. They only level at a half. Textures are annoying. This doesn't look good nor does it? I guess it doesn't look bad, does it? It doesn't look too bad. Let's paint the edges black here. That's weird. I can see the start of that one, but I can't see the start of this one. Yeah, sometimes I put hazard stripes, like right here or something. Let's turn that crap off. That's a bit much. God, I'm catching the wrong side of that every time. Hey, welcome back, Jack. Time we got here, 10:30. Plan to be on for a bit tonight, but I definitely want to grab me another cup of coffee. You guys wouldn't mind waiting like 5 minutes here? Let me make one real quick. You guys cool with that? Give me like 5 minutes here, even less maybe. Let me just make a quick cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got my fresh brew of coffee here. Feeling a little better. No. No, we're not. Let's look at it. Uh, That does give some possibilities, though, doesn't it? Maybe not this one here. Let's look at some others here. Oh, maybe we should turn the thing on. Let's see how this looks. There we go. Let's go back to that other one. That just blocks that. Blocks that. Whoa. There we go. Yeah. Not so much. No. Yeah, light these. Oh God, no. No, no, sir. Those days are long gone. Oh, but I do like that. Do I like that? I feel like I like that. Just adds another. Yeah, it just adds to it, doesn't it? Yeah. Not bad, sir. I feel like I want that to be this again. Yeah. Valerion, what's up, man? How's it going? How goes it? Welcome back, Jet Set. How's it going? How was Bullet stream? Did he come through clear or? Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's just me then. I feel kind of bad because I think I interrupted like one or two of his streams because he thought it was something on him, but yeah, I guess it's on me. Weird. Well, right on. I'm glad he's sorted out then. Oh, no. 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 Damn it. Stupid hitbox. Jesus. What is with me on this side of it all night? All night. I don't think I've hit it the right way at all. Alright, let's try, let's just do this one. I've done this one, ooh, nice. That's the one where he's gonna put all of Bone Dog's mechs in it? That'll be cool. I do really need to take this thing out for a full spin and make sure that the fuel efficiency isn't ridiculous. Cause yeah. Alright, I don't really have any black going on here. Let's add some black to this. Damn. That's a behemoth in this day and age. Whoop, no, not what I wanted. Yeah, that's funny. All right. Good on the base coat so far. I think we're back. I don't really. Ooh, there's a lot going on here. Let's kind of break some of this up. We'll do the same. Whoop, no, no, we won't, because the stupid hitbox of this stupid landing gear. Jesus. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Come way over here and do your side. There we go. Alright, yeah, there's just a whole lot of angle here. You see that? See how weird that is? But it's like, oh, let's fix this. So that's good. I wonder if I should try to, no. I have to go. This is kind of weird, isn't it? Let's try to. I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah, I think it looks better in the light. Yeah, it's just weird. Alright. Apparently I can't escape that tonight. Oh, that's why I didn't do that. That looks better. Don't you think? I think that looks better than that. And I gotta remember what the hell I did for this side. Uh, yep. Yeah, that looks a lot better, I think. That transition's a lot better. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, like, don't be afraid to like change stuff. Even when you get to like the next phase and you're like, the shape's already set in stone. Nah, not really. If it doesn't work, which you won't even notice sometimes when it's a solid color like that, you won't notice the transition in shapes until they're contrasting colors. So that's another good thing about having multiple tones of color is you can really break up large shapes. So like this whole kind of side thing is one big shape that I've now brought to where it looks like it's kind of clamped onto the body of it, right? Like it's a kind of an extension or something. Goes all the way around here like it's its own piece that would come off. The more you do that, the more your ship makes sense as far as kind of the looks of it. Let's paint that back that way. I'll get these back to white. Yeah, so now they really look like individual pieces that come off in large chunks. You got kind of the center body that's all gray like that, and then you can see how this is kind of an add-on module. These side things are add-on modules, and then these outer things are modules as well. Yeah, I had a problem with all those angles. It just looked kind of weird to me. The center part is its own thing. So in order for that to make sense, this would have to go gray as well here. So let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. Now that kind of sits on there the right way. Let's make this white again. So, oh, God. Landing gear. Oh, now you don't want to paint. Now that I'm too close to you. All right. There, now it looks like its own. Yep. Yep. Thanks, man. Yeah, so I think we're coming along well here. Let's look at this part here. Do we want this to come down? Or do we want to leave it? Yeah. Let's leave it up. Actually, can we? That'd be better if we bring that up now that it's different here. Ugh, I don't know. No. Maybe just make it a little stronger outward here. See, the thing I don't like is this corner thing right here. I don't like how that looks. Right? So that's what always gets me out of that. Dang it. I don't like any of that looks. Here's the first one. Ah, that's a good point. I haven't even touched the deco blocks yet. You gotta be careful with these, especially on something with turrets, because you'll end up blocking their line of sight. Oh, but I could do it with these. That's cool. Oh, like that. I should do it the other way though, so it doesn't overlap on that. Let's try that. That looks weird on the vent. I'm not gonna lie, I like it, but it looks weird. Does that look, well, kind of works. It's actually going through it to where it kind of looks like it's part of it. Looks like you could pull them off or something. Okay, maybe that works. Let's leave that on there and see how that grows on us. But it certainly blocks the sentry guns. Certainly does that. So that is a bit of a problem. So this is, this is where you kind of weigh looks over function a little bit here. It's I don't mind the comment of, oh, you put those right in front of the thing, because somebody could just take that off. That's not a big deal. But it does kind of really lend to the front, doesn't it? Kind of combines with that arch thing. Kind of works. Yeah, let's go ahead and leave that. Screw it. People could say what they want there. Let's see how we can. So that's too big. Let's do something smaller here. Alright, so that's 2 blocks. That's not gonna work. We could do. No, I can't get away with that even. So we need something even smaller than these. We could just do those. That kind of looks weird next to the thrusters. That's weird. The lighting. We could do lighting. Kind of, it could work. Let's see how that looks on. Yeah, so that just gives a little bit more visibility. It looks kind of cool. Alright. Stick with that. See, that's the problem too, is these things are centered. All these things are centered, so that's actually the block here, so it's raised up on it, so that doesn't really work for us. All these things are centered. Yeah. Not really gonna get away with a lot of this stuff just because of the turrets. Yeah, I just, that, and like it'd be really nice if they could give us the option to have them not centered. Boy, that'd be awesome if we could, like 7 days, for instance. With 7 days, I mean, you have the advanced rotation of the blocks, and you can have like 10, 15 different things. But also in 7 days, if something's built centered, it doesn't really give you that option either. So both games are kind of lacking in that little aspect of the building. There's no detectors for CVs, right? No, yeah. So we didn't. Yeah, so like even if I place this here, it will block those turrets. So you can't really put anything around turrets like that. Yeah, no, they did. They added some different ones. Hey, T-Price, what's up, man? Oh, I don't want to do that because the, well, no, it's fine. It's not gonna, well, it doesn't look great anyway. Let me take that off. Yeah, that turret's only job is to point at least at a 45, so I'm not worried about blocking its ability there. Did you build that pad? No, I did not build this pad. Jay Randall built this pad. And it is amazing. It's huge. If you look at the bottom, I mean the texturing. It's got gun placements. He's got elevators to get up the damn thing. On the other side here, he's got the ammo box and the fuel, all that stuff, man. He spent a long time on this thing. It's called the Foundation XL. So yeah, definitely check it out in his workshop. For me, it's the biggest one that I could find that just, it looks great, well textured. I used Trig's Foundation, or not Foundation XL, Spawn Pad large and extra large, but still, they weren't as big as this. This is really nice. Yeah, highly recommend it. Oh, I hate it when I do that. Now every one of those that was that, I gotta go back and freaking make that again. Boy, that's annoying. Can I undo that? Yeah, I could undo that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. It's okay now. We're okay, guys. Err. Just that yellow with the orange doesn't look right. Yeah, coloring symbols would be epic. Why does it seem like it's just not working? Oh. Is that why? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good now. So that works there. And then drill mode. Okay. So the other thing you guys want to do when you're putting stuff on the workshop is, and I learned this the hard way, make sure that however you want this to spawn, as far as signals, as far as things being on and off, make sure you do that when you save it. Because like right now, for instance, if I had the thrusters off, but the RCS on, when somebody spawns this, it's going to spawn with the thrusters off and the RCS on. Some people don't know these things. They're going to be like, this thing doesn't move, or like I ran into a lot of issues with that. So that's definitely something you want to make sure you do. Okay, jet set, that's weird. give this a save here. Cargo Tether whip. Alright, saved up. Let's turn these on. Alright, so production's off. This is on. We'll turn that on, but then we'll toggle the 360 defense, and we'll close all the sentry guns. So this basically gives us our main turrets, and we are at 7 hours and 35 minutes of standby time. And this is with the thrusters and stuff on here, so let's turn the thrusters off. Let's turn the RCS off. Alright, so that gives us, with our standby, which is mainly how we'll use this thing when we're out drilling, we have about 12 hours of power on this guy. Well, sorry, let me fill it up here. About 16 hours. Alright, so we're going to turn the thrusters back on, RCS back on. Takes us to 10. We're gonna take off here. Now, empty and creative, I have 14 minutes of flight time. That is not great. Not great at all. I don't know. We really need to find a couple more spots to put some fuel tanks. This is not going to cut it. We probably also need to... so, you know, I'm getting some mixed... a mixed bag with, you know, who's using my stuff. It's both sides of it. There's people doing volume, there's people not doing volume. I can't really control that, but what I can control is the power efficiency. So what I think I'll do, let's turn signal back off, is I'll set a max thrust signal. So basically, we'll limit some of these thrusters to a max setting so they only activate, you know, when you need them. So first, let's scour through this thing and see if we can't find like a place for 2 more fuel tanks here. So we've got above here. I don't even know, is that just empty or is that... Okay, I think that's a full block. Is this just a place I can put a damn block? No, right? Oh, okay, no, sorry, I was... So what's this? Oh, okay, so this is just wall blocking. This is a block. Let me remove this because I'm confused. Oh. Oh wait, was that a cargo extension? It might have been a cargo extension. This is a cargo. Yeah, that was a freaking cargo extension. All right. Can't do anything about that. I want to keep that. Alright, gotta remember that. Okay, so these are all extensions, thrusters. Thrusters. About in the front here. So I've got this area here that's actually this here. And if you look here, so that's there. I could probably do that. I don't really want to go forward one because that'll take that out. This is the landing gear. Steel block here, but if I do that, it's gonna show. I don't know if we care about it showing that, to be honest. Let's see here. So if I go here, put fuel tanks. That's not a big deal at all. But you know, are we now weak on the bottom? Maybe. I mean, you know, they'd have to shoot through this whole block and then you get to a fuel tank, but, you know, this is one thing of thickness regardless, right? So they're getting us something. I'm not too worried about that. This thing shouldn't be flight time all the time, you know. It's not built to be a fortress. It's built to give you extended cargo and functional capability while you're out mining. A little mobile base, but it's cheap. It's not built to be like your endgame CV. Now it does have enough thrust to where you can upgrade this thing to that combat steel. And you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this just for fun. Let's go ahead and upgrade those blocks specifically under the fuel tank. So fuel tank, right? So these two blocks. Alright, so these two are combat steel. So there, we just protected the hell out of those things, so we're good. Yeah, no, I know, but I wanna give a bit of fuel. Enough fuel to where it's more than 14 minutes. Alright, so now we're at 39 minutes. I'm super happy with 39 minutes. Yeah, that's fine. Now, the next thing we can do is segregate some of these thrusters. So we can, so let's do that. Let's make a max thrust. Toggle, and then we're going to, the easiest way to do it is, you know, because for looks, you don't just want to do random ones because then it'll look weird when it's flying. You only want certain ones to really do it, right? So we'll make these the max thrust for the bottom. We still want 6. We want to, you know, we want to make sure that when this thing, and we're gonna go back and test this in survival again. So we've only got 4 here, right? But you really only need 2 to get you where you're going. So let's do that. There's a lot of side thrusts. I feel like I have more side thrusts than I have forward thrusts. Is that a fact? How did that happen? I got 40. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, these are. That's right. These are small. I forgot these are small. Okay, so we'll make these max thrust as well. Okay. Consider yourself ignored. Max thrust there. Max thrust there. Okay, so now the upper ones, we'll do the front 2 here. So max thrust here. And max thrust here. I'm gonna leave the, well, no, screw it. To the bottom ones, max thrust here, and max thrust here. Alright, cool. Now, let's see what we're at now. So, this thing, full fuel, 39 minutes of flight time, right? Let's toggle that on and off. Oh, signals. Okay, there we go. So now we've toggled that on and off to where only the standard thrusters, and we've almost doubled our flight time. Now let's see if this thing still moves around okay. Yeah, so we're still achieving, now this isn't creative, but we're still achieving max speed forward. Let's go back. Max reverse. Yep, max side. Easily enough. Easily enough. Is it me, or does up and down thrust go twice as fast as forward and reverse? Am I not achieving max thrust forward because of the thrusters I have on there? Or why am I going up to 70 millisecond speed up? 72, but I can't achieve that going forward. Right, let's go max thrust here. I still can't achieve that. I guess you go up and down faster now than the, I don't know. Alarian, any of you guys know that? Let me know. Alright, so we're gonna overwrite this again. And we're gonna take this to my survival testing game. I'm gonna see if this thing can still haul on both settings. No, I was asking if it seemed like I was able, well, it didn't seem, I was able to go up and down with my up thrust and down thrust up to 72 milliseconds, but I could only achieve 39.9 milliseconds with forward thrust and reverse thrust. Yeah, I was able to go up to like 72 just now. So why? Why are both of these shut off? That's weird. I can't press P on this. There we go. Why is this thruster set to max thrust? It shouldn't be. What in the hell? It's not set, so... That's weird, it's like not showing that it's on. I guess it's on though. Oh, like why aren't any of them showing like they're on? What the hell? And 60. Why is that one on? This is weird. Okay, we're gonna have to do a once over when we go back over to creative. Why are these set to max thrust? What the hell? Reload the game to get them to render correct. Okay, thanks. Let's reload the game. One sec. I will reload. Ugh. Yeah, it's annoying. Alright, oh, there's an update. Neat. Apparently there's an update. Alright, it's launching. Alright, let's what's weird is they were all set differently. I don't know why. Wonder what changed. Ugh. Yeah, I might just respawn the thing again real quick. And yeah, let's just do another respawn and see if this thing did it correctly. Because I messed with some stuff on that one. Cargo weather. looks like we're good now. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Alright. So, oxygen up, RCS on, max thrust is off. We're full of promethium. We are currently in survival mode with weights and volumes on a 1G planet. Alright, we could lift just fine. Now, it is definitely not as responsive. I mean, it's definitely apparent that we weigh something and we're not moving great. Side thrust is very, very minimal. Not very responsive going the opposite way. Reverse is okay. Forward is okay. Alright, now we're gonna do some turning. RCS is still fine. We're still super responsive on RCS. Yeah, I mean, we could probably even turn off some RCS. This minimum thrust here. Okay, so that we passed the test here on minimum thrust. This thing's full. That minimum thrust is just fine. You know, you could even say that I could remove some of the thrust on here, but this is a 1G planet. This isn't, you know, and then, yeah, there's no ammo. That's a good point. There's no ammo in this thing. This is a 1G planet, so, you know, how's this thing going to perform at 2G, 3G? So, you know, we're going to leave it, and we're going to have this max thrust capability, so let's turn that on. Alright, now we're at full. Now, wait a minute. What we didn't do is we didn't test and see our flight time. So, flight time on minimum thrust is good. I mean, it's 32 minutes. That's passable. Why is that dragging? What would that do? What would moving it from half to full achieve? Alright, so now we're going to take this thing to max thrust. Really? You're just telling me this now? I had no idea. Really? Half blocks have, I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? I didn't really think about that. The extensions are, okay, well, crap. We're gonna have to, yeah. So anyway, that's fine. We know that this thing moves just fine at minimum. Did you tell me earlier? I had no idea. Alright, awesome. Good to know, good to know. Okay, so let's do a max thrust test here. Yeah, so this thing is still very responsive. Still brakes really well. Side thrust is still slow. I mean, they're only small thrusters, right? But it's got some giddy up. We're more than fine. Lifting on. I mean, this is great. This moves just fine. So yeah, I think we're good. I think we've got a lot of leeway even. So let's go ahead and take it back into creative. And let's make some of those half full that are just behind walls anyway. So okay, so what are you saying that the blocks that are normally full hit points are the ones that are full blocks? Is that what you're saying? Oh, it varies. Okay, so I guess that'll tell me on the thing here. All right, let's take a look then. So, oh, so I guess I gotta kind of have them in my hand for that to be a thing. All right, well let's remove. We'll remove these three. So, volume capacity, gotcha. 8, 8, 8, 8. Wait, what? They're all kind of 8. Is that not the right thing to look at? Huh. Mass. It's not mass. Volume, right? Oh, it's volume. That makes sense. Is it volume? Doesn't tell you. Oh, well, no, because that'd be convenient, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, it doesn't tell you there. You gotta, you gotta hear it from Deckard Cain, and it's like, what the? I wonder what you guys do all day. I feel like you guys just look at menus all day and figure shit out. More power to you, man. I appreciate you guys. Yep, definitely was not 166 250, so guys ain't lying. That increased it. Wow, so it's like all of them. Even that sloped one. Jesus. That's kind of crazy. Just can't live with that one. I don't know why, I just can't do it. I could live with that. That looks cool. Yeah, you do, Alarian. Well, we need guys like you doing that. Appreciate that. All right, so all the rest of these kind of went up, and I don't think I could. There's some that I can't mess with because honestly, I don't know. I don't even remember. I think they kind of went like that. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that many, so it was here, and then it kind of went around. So yeah, I think we're good. But that's good. I mean, yeah, we picked up like another 40,000 right there. Oh, you have a job. Okay. All right. So I think, yeah, man, I think we're all right. So we got the thrust thing going. So we're good on thrust. We've got the 360 defense. Um, God, I still feel like that's a dumb phrase for that. Yeah, grats on the job, Valerian. Definitely. Hard to find those these days. Uh, let's call it land defense, surface defense. Can we fit surface defense? Yeah, we can. All right, let's do that. So now we're gonna have to go to signal logic. We're going to change these to surface defense. I, I could change. Let's do that. Let's try that, cause dang, I think I could have added one of the generators to that max thrust as well. I think I have too much generator on here. But we do have 4 constructors. Yeah. Let's hold on. I think I have another signal, right? Let's do max power. And we'll just throw that second one in there. And if it's a thing, it's a thing. I mean, I'm definitely gonna test this thing one more time in survival anyway. So now I wonder how that plays into hmm. 30, almost 30. That's nothing now. Yeah, that's pretty good. So now we've achieved over 24 hours of standby time, which is awesome for a multiplayer for multiplayer as a whole. Because now this thing, you can go to bed, come back the next day, and this thing's still on. Not that, I mean, it's protecting itself. That's the thing. You still got the turrets on, so it can still protect itself while you're off server. If you got this thing hidden or whatever. There's all kinds of different servers with different. Some of them have safe zones, some of them don't. So I like to give people that versatility a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I with especially my smaller builds, I definitely like to overpower them a bit just because I know people add function to stuff and I don't want them to have to dig internally to add things like generators and stuff. So, these kind of I mean, it's a small cost to pay for future upgrade capability. So down the road, if there's something that I want to add that does require a bit more power, I've got that reserve in the build already built in as well. So I'm not going back. So I mean that's kind of saved me from this update honestly because a lot of my builds even before were overpowered enough to where they're okay in weights and volumes by default. A lot of my tanks, a lot of all my stuff. Like I could probably take the switchblade, throw it into survival and it'd probably be fine. Probably fly just fine. And that's just because I kind of OP'd those settings. So I mean, while I'm a minimalist, I'm not when it comes to having the power and thrust that I need. Like I like having some reserve of that stuff. So, but yeah, I think we've done a pretty good job here. I think we more or less got this thing wrapped up. We did some good texturing, some good coloring. Got some good ideas from you guys as far as some of that stuff. We fixed this again to where this looks better. So that was a big plus. I learned something with the cargo extension, so that's cool. Um, got this thing shaped right, so now we can access the fuel manually, which is cool. People like to do that. We could access the oxygen as well. So yeah, Yeah, I think we're good. Let's give this another save. Oh, one more save here. Oh, tester on, RCS on. I get redundancy for a fighter, but not for something that I am not going to really be taking into combat other than a few patrols. They shouldn't be able to take out my Jenny regardless. Yeah, I mean it's not because I'm in fear of losing it. It's more for upgrade purposes. And you know, while I've tested this thing in weights and volumes full, I haven't tested it weights and volume full with all the constructors on, with HV in it that's also full. You know what I mean? I mean, there's all kinds of possibilities here. So, and that's probably something that I should actually look at testing as well. Is probably filling up like Jay Randall's big thing and putting that in there, and then seeing if that weighs it some more. So I'll probably do a final test with that before I actually put this thing on put it on the workshop. Because you know, I mean, man, I used to get pretty anal about testing these things in Alpha 8. Now it's just maddening trying to test something before you put it on the workshop. Because, you know, I mean, I get a lot of comments. I do get a lot of comments, and I don't get a lot of negative comments just because I really do try to test my stuff. So I don't run into a lot of issues. I have in the past. There's been a build or two that something simple got away from me, and you know, it messed me up, and you know, sometimes, but it doesn't really happen anymore just because I over test stuff and make sure that it's working properly. Yeah, I like how the landing gears come out like that too. That's really cool. Really happy about the way that looks. You know, things look good landed now. Man, they never used to look good landed. You know, I'm like I was talking about the switchblade before. Like, man, the switchblade looked horrible when you landed it. I just hated the look of it. I don't even know what it looked like now. Yeah, so doesn't look so bad now. I mean, these are the old ones, right? Oh, it does kind of look stupid still. But like now I could put the other ones out and it would look a bit better. Yeah, we're not gonna work on this, so let's get rid of this. We're not gonna work on Jay Randall's build, so let's get rid of that. Alright, so these two are, these two are more or less done. Yeah, I'm really liking this, how this turned out. I think it's a nice looking build now. We got it the way we want it. I didn't really check for, that doesn't emit anything, right? It's just a tank. Yeah, we're good on that. Yeah, man. Yeah, so we'll definitely release, I think we'll release, I don't know, we'll release them both this weekend, but we'll definitely release one of them this weekend. Thanks, Dumpster. On full load. Yeah. Thanks, Jet. Alright, let's get rid of this one because this one was the other one. That's the one that's finished. Oh, so I was talking about this Falcon even. This is the old one, right? So I did update the new. I totally updated it. Let's see. That was actually the second one I did. I was like, yeah, because this one. Where is it? Revised? Yeah. Because this one, you know, I just built this thing. So yeah, I definitely wanted to update it. What I did is I moved the rockets back one. I put the miniguns in the front. So those are the first thing that go instead of the rockets. I removed the whole artillery turret on one side. Well, I thought it was cool. Some people didn't get it, and it does block on one side. So I went ahead and put it up here. So you have the capability to tear these up and put a retractable artillery. You could still put the multi-turret there once you get that going. I did, you know, I dressed up some stuff, made some stuff look better, added some cool deco crap, all that good stuff, right? I went in here and I completely, like, yeah, and I had to dig this thing all around and get all these extensions going. So ammo 2500, cargo 17, good mid-range HV. And then I realized that the stupid cockpit thing kills this whole build. That stupid cockpit thing where, like, you can't have a closed cockpit enclosed in wall thing. So that really bothered me, like, bad. I was upset. So I don't know what to do. I can't do anything with this. The only thing I could do is put like a cockpit right here. I mean, I guess I could do that, but then I don't know. I mean, I guess I could just, you know, whatever, remove this thing altogether, and then what goes here? Something that, you know, I could put cargo boxes here, I guess, but then it would weigh. The other thing I could do, well, sorry, no, what I can't really do is even put a cockpit in here, because it's not tall enough. I'm still gonna have the same issue where I'm probably gonna jam into the wall. So this space is kind of like, eh. So I could fill this with blocks and I could put a cockpit there, but that's just stupid. It's just, I don't know, it's just stupid to me. I could put one right here, I guess. I don't know, it irritated me, so I stopped messing with it and I was upset about it. I don't know what other people have done, because, you know, plenty of people have this build. Yeah, I see, like, right at the door. It's just kind of dumb. So, you know, I guess because I have all this space now, I could move some of this cargo back. I could do it. You know, I could probably make this work or whatnot. Yeah, look, see? I come out of the cockpit and I'm stuck in here. Okay, there, now it goes to the side. Yeah, I don't know. It just irritated me. And then I kind of made this thing low, right? So that's the other thing. But, you know, I like that it's low. I mean, most of my stuff's a little tall. But I like having that space above my head. I guess even in here, I don't have that space above my head, so. I don't like that. That bugs me. So I need to stop doing that with my HVs. I like having at least a block above. Yeah, I need to stop worrying about fearing that my HVs are too tall, because that's pretty short, right? Like that's pretty damn short. I swear this is like the Jay Randall show, but hold on, I want to grab his Gigantus. That sounded wrong. Let me just, yeah, let's spawn this. Okay, so that's huge. Like, that's crazy. This thing's big as hell. I wish I could build something this big without feeling guilty about myself. I feel guilty building shit this big. You know, when I did the super tool, I just felt so guilty about this build. I think that thing's bigger than this. Well, I guess the same size, but. But anyway, you come in here and it's like a freaking, it's a whole freaking city in here. I mean, look, you got room just to put some random cargo boxes there for no reason. yeah, I love it. It's freaking awesome. And then he's got this whole top area. It's like a second floor to the HV. Like, how dare you, sir? It's freaking cool, man. I don't know. It's me. It's really me. I worry that I'm not using all of the space. Yeah, I don't know. It bothers me. I feel like yeah, I don't know. Like this here, like this, I really tried to crank as much function into this huge thing as I possibly could, right? So even if you walk under here, there's function in here. You've got you know, you've got little quick drop areas here. Turn this on. So you got full medical, oxygen and stuff, and then you can actually drop cargo off up here. And you can access those from inside. Come in here and you just got an obscene amount of cargo. Well, now it's not an obscene amount of, but back then it was an obscene amount of cargo. And then you got constructors all along up here. You know, you got medical systems and boxes here. Full medical bay over here. Spawn. Seeds. More seeds. Access to the above. Then you got the command center area here, and you can still access the cockpit from there. I mean, I tried to make all of it, but you know, this thing's huge. You're never gonna use this thing. Like, what are you gonna use this for? You know what I mean? It's not practical, I guess is what I want to say. But now, maybe it's practical. I don't know. If I could get this thing to move with weights and volumes, I mean, obviously I'd have to take off a lot of stuff, right? I'd have to take off my my SAM launcher. My really cool SAM launcher. See? You wouldn't even notice that unless you sat in here. Huh? My little turrets and stuff. You can actually sit here and use the multi-turret. That's awesome. Let me see here. Harvest. God, it's a lot of... See all those cargo boxes? It's ridiculous. Where's Harvest? Here we go. Multi-turret. I don't even... Oh, look, I even named them. Top right. That's where we are, right? Top right? Yeah. Yeah, look. I'm literally, like, point of view here. That's freaking awesome. And then you come out of it. And, yeah. Right? Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of thrust, too, man. The CPU on this thing's got to be ridiculous. 60,000 CPU. Oh, man. But then you got the drill turrets. But look, you've got point of view on the drill turrets. What? Oh, man, that's awesome. Can't beat it. I even have a small vessel landing pad where you can put cargo, drop it off, and you can access it inside. Yeah, man, good times. But yeah, I don't know. I want to build something that big. I really do. I don't know. Maybe you guys will pressure me to do it, and I can crank something out like that, but efficient, like functional. But this, I feel like this needs to be. I need to crank this thing out quick. Like this thing's more or less done. I just need to do the internal and figure out how to get in and out of it. That's the most important thing. That's the thing I haven't figured out. I mean, of course I could. Yeah, I mean that's probably what I'll have to do is just make a damn door going in and out through these things. I mean, mean, I could have the cockpit in the center. I don't need to have it against there. I could have it in the center, closed off, and then I could just literally have some minimal function inside. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything special, but I think it moves pretty good here. Let me get that cockpit back on there. Let's fly it for a second and see what we're looking at here. This is combat steel, so this thing's pretty heavy, but it's got good movement. I mean, you know, honestly, I could just make this a freaking, like a heavy combat, strictly combat vessel. But it doesn't, I mean, see, that's the thing though. The way it's designed, it doesn't have a lot of like armor, frontal armor and rear armor and stuff. It's, all the thrusters are kind of exposed. It just makes for a good placement. Of course, I can cover up those thrusters a bit. But yeah, see, it doesn't move all that great. All right, Jet Set, catch you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. You know, all this greatness on this thing, you didn't put a ramp on here. Did he put a ramp on it? Nice. That's nice. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I could do that. I could put shutters on them, definitely. Yeah, so yeah, we could finish that. I think we'll do that on the next one. Just yeah, get that thing dialed in and make like a nice little gun emplacement. And then yeah, I don't know. And then I think I want to do what I was talking about. Yeah, definitely. Rotors and pistons would be epic. I want to get the full-on CV going. And I honestly have no idea yet what I want to do. I want the function of this, but I want a bit more room. This is fine. I don't need anything bigger than this for end game, like whatever. This is as big a garden as I need. Anybody who has more than this, it's like, I get maybe the fuel thing, but Nah, man. I'm getting enough Promethium where I'm fine in a solo game. And this is enough rations for me in a solo. Like, I don't need any more than that. But it'd be nice to have a little bit more hanger. Just a bit. So with this, I did take it out one block back. I removed a lot of this. Made a little bit more of an open floor plan, but even still, it's not enough to have a good size combat HV and still have like my miner and so I think I want something maybe twice as long here, but kind of the same deal. So I don't know, I still gotta figure it out. I want it to look decent. I want it to be strange though. I definitely don't want it to be a normal thing. I want you to be able to land it and it's kind of like a, I don't know, almost like a long suitcase kind of deal. And you just got these, you got these bays that you can come out of, and yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, well, this garden here, I think I was doing 3 to 4, and that was fine. Like, that was it. That was all I needed. Never needed more than that. You know, a 9 plot I think is 1, right? So yeah, I mean it was like 4. So totally good with that. So yeah, we'll see. We'll either update the forge itself, or we'll make like a super forge, double forge. Yeah, I think that's literally the next project I'm gonna call it, cause you know, I've got the mining system pretty much good to go. We've got the auger, we've got the rotary, and now we've got this. So this solves our immediate issue with mining. So now we can collect the ores, we can go to the moon, we could do all these great things with this. We could take it back to the base. I've got the ramp part updated. We've got the day 0 whetstone updated. We got the sandstone little drop pod base and stuff. Haven't done the citadel yet. There's a couple bases I haven't done that I still need to do, but I'm honestly a little weary about doing some of them. So the original whetstone is updated. We got this thing coming out, deals with cargo as well in a different way. Got the rebar. So yeah, I mean we're good. We're good with that. We got the slip joint. You know, mid-level deal. The Talon blade is still, you know, end game fighter, so that didn't change. That's still fine. Could I make a better fighter under weights and volume that probably responds a bit better? I guess I could, yeah. I mean, this moves pretty damn good still. But yeah, I could build like a bigger fighter. Oh, you know what? That's what I wanted to look at was the new toy here. I'm honestly not ashamed of like showing Jay Randall shit like half my stream. I'm not. I should be, but I'm not. This thing, which one's the one that's I don't want the efficient one. Yeah, I want the very non-efficient one. Yeah, I want the I don't care about CPU. Oh. So, yeah. So the MX8 was the first one. This is the MX9. This is the direct upgrade, right? So this is my MX8. So it's got SAS on it and stuff. I got my little LCDs and stuff. I went all fancy inside here, made it my own. Got a little LCDs with my little stuff on here and tried to make it all fancy and whatnot with my little LCDs and stuff. But yeah, this is the new one. This is the direct upgrade, and man, this thing's nice looking. Look at that. That looks sick. Oh, buddy. Yeah, look at that. Straightforward. Yeah, we're not messing with a lot of stuff here, man. We got just what we need. 3,000 ammo, 2,000 storage, clean lines. We got the armor locker. We got the O2 station. Constructor. Yeah. It's warp capable. Flies pretty good. Oh, and you could jump out of it really well as well. By mistake. That works good. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, cool shit, man. If you said anything about my message, I didn't even read it yet. Your base will also be mobile CV platforms. Now all we need is a CV to CV docking, and we can make modular CV that you can dock together. Yeah, no, dude, like, let's hurry up and get that going, right? Because that's the thing. So, well, what you could do, I mean, yeah, you can't dock, but you can definitely do like CV to CV connection as far as the wireless connection, right? So like expandable storage and stuff. Um, and that's something I want to look at too. Just the viability of having that. So if you have like let's say you're in a multiplayer environment and you're in an alliance with a PvE faction. So you're PvP, right? In Shattered Realm, you got the PvE side, and you have a treaty with them, and you basically you're mining a specific resource to trade a specific resource with them. So like I can have this CV or SV, whatever, but I have this CV that I'm just filling up with this stuff, and I can connect it directly to my base to where I can expand the storage. I mean, let me not say connect, but I could move between the two. So I could be processing whatever, and then I could just have that as like a dummy storage, and I can have my constructors connected to it to where it's just outputting onto that. If I'm not mistaken, I could do that, right? If I have a base with constructors, I can set the output to the CV, right? Am I wrong, or somebody tell me? But that's the concept. Then you're filling up that CV until that thing's full. Once it's full, you deliver that thing to PvE. You can't. You can't do that? You can't do that. Why can't you do that? You could try it now. Okay, all right. That's weird. You can't do that. Okay. All right. Well, fine. But I could connect a box. I could go into my logic and connect one box to the other box, right? As long as it's got a wireless connection. So let's say I have like a. All right, well, whatever. Let's just test. Cause all right, where's my new build? Over here, right? So I got that. Now, um, yeah. Okay, whatever. So I'm in here. Cargo box, cargo controller. All right, so cargo controller, right? This is the cargo blade whip. Now I want to switch over to the cargo tether, and then I have the container controller for that. So yeah, so I mean, once I do my business in the base, I could just move that over to the CV, fill it up, and then just roll. You just can't have the output be, yeah, okay, so that's fine. So if well, let's just make sure. I believe you, but let's just make sure. So, because that would be epic, man, if you could do that. Oh man, like imagine that, right? Then you'd really be, that'd be so cool. You could really have like a refinery station, you know? Like something else I was using in multiplayer. I made this specifically for multiplayer. I didn't release this or anything, but this is the what the hell is it? Uh, oh, Sanctum Moon Garden. No, where the refinery base? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so this is, this is a space station, right? Is this the right one? Oh no, this isn't even the right one. Huh. That's not even the one I was talking about. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Whetstone Refinery. Yeah, so this is actually the one I used. It's got solar. Yeah, solar panels. I made a little place to land. It's got, it's just got 4 constructors and all your little business here. That's for garden, but it's got 40 furnaces. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 furnaces. And yeah, this thing, this thing cooks, right? And then I got like garden stuff for, yeah, that's rations and stuff. This is, I don't know why I did separate food processors. I thought it was quicker at the time or whatever. But yeah, this was basically for just mass processing of gold, because that was our currency to buy stuff from PVE. So, but the only reason I'm showing you this is like, yeah. So imagine you've got this, and then you could just output it directly to a vessel now. I mean, that's so much more efficient than what I was doing, which was literally going into every damn furnace, and I had them like organized pretty well though. If you go to furnaces, um, yeah, well, I mean, I had them numbered, right? Numbered based on that, but you literally have to go in there, and well, now it doesn't even look. You remember how it looked before, but yeah, it was nuts. So now it's just so much more efficient. You just click that little arrow and done. Yeah, yeah, exactly. On the same freaking input. Like, forget about it, man. It's freaking awesome. So yeah, dude, like, pretty excited about that. And if they do ever give us the option to wirelessly input and output to something else, like that's just gonna change the game again. So yeah, pretty exciting. So yeah, I think we're good. I think we pretty much more or less completed this thing tonight. Yeah, so like I said, tomorrow I will work on getting one or both of these things up on the workshop for you guys. And yeah, next build I think will be the I don't know, it'll be the CV or it'll be a combat HV, or it'll be finishing the turret placement HV. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. So you can have all your furnaces. Yeah, I mean it's just, yeah, super efficient now. Definitely efficient. I think it looks good. It just things look so much better once they're painted and textured. Just changes it completely. All right, guys, I will catch you on the next one. You guys take care. Have a good night. See you guys tomorrow.